Hello everyone, this is John Frausto with TopSpinTennis.com. In this video, I'm going to do an analysis on Fabio Fognini's forehand. He hails from Italy, and he's actually married to Flavia Pennetta, who won the 2015 U.S. Open title. So they do have a singles Grand Slam in the family. Unfortunately, Fabio has not won a singles major. He has done it in doubles. He and Simone Bolelli won the doubles championship at the 2015 Australian Open. So he's won a major, but he hasn't done it in singles. My question for you is, can he win a singles major? And he stands at 5'10", about 163 pounds. I think pound for pound, probably one of the strongest players on the tour. Very athletic. Very creative around the court, but also very volatile. Between the ears, I don't know if he really has it to pull out that major. So anyway, interested in your thoughts. Can he pull out the singles major? So let's go ahead and I'm going to show you in real time kind of what the stroke looks like. Now, in the video on the left, he is hitting a ground stroke. The video on the right, he's hitting a return of serve. So notice on the video on the left how he's actually absorbing the ball. My good friend Peter from Toronto, Canada, pointed out a really good thing to me. You know, when we're doing these analysis, there's some commonalities that you need to be aware of, but not everything is cookie cutter. You can't really analyze everything from the same perspective. And what I mean by that is, you know, the video on the left, he's backing up and absorbing, right? Notice the video on the right, how he's actually going forward and taking the ball early. Well, with the return of serve, you know, especially being a doubles player, you know, in doubles, you really want that weight going forward like that, taking the ball early and then redirecting. The video on the left, he's backing up, absorbing the ball, you know, trying to buy some time, and, you know, probably hitting a neutral ball, good net clearance, and hitting it deep to the corner, right? The video on the right, he's taking the ball early, using the server's pace, and just deflecting, you know, hitting the ball, you know, low cross court. So the intentions are different. Tennis is a game of receiving and sending. So, when I do these videos, I want you to remember that, okay, here's the incoming ball. What is my intent? What am I going to do with this shot? And that changes, you know, the analysis of each stroke. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some of the commonalities that he has with other players, and then some of the things that make this stroke unique. Let's go ahead and look at the unit turn. So first question for you. Interested to hear from the group, and you guys have been doing a phenomenal job of leaving comments. I really appreciate that. What grip does he have? You know, I've been teaching tennis for a long time. I understand the grips, but I don't know what each player has, and I'd be interested for the group. You know, I think as a group we can the knowledge can be greater. And what are your thoughts? I think it's a Western grip. It's hard to see in the video, but Western, semi-Western, strong semi-Western. What are your thoughts on that? The other thing I want you to keep in mind is the video on the right with the return of serve, that looks to me like he's in a continental grip. Notice how the racket angle is nice and square here, right? That tells me he's in a continental grip. What grip are you using when you return serve? You know, I've heard some coaches say, yeah, you want to be in your forehand grip. That way you're ready to hit your strongest stroke. You want to be in your backhand grip, right? Because it's your weaker stroke, but then you don't have a huge adjustment to it. What are your thoughts on that? What grip do you use when you're returning serve, especially in doubles, right? Where it's maybe you're taking the ball early, it's more compact. I use a continental grip. I have a one-hand backhand. I feel using a continental grip. A lot of times on my return to serve, I'm very compact. So to go to an Eastern grip to return, which I'll do, it's a slight adjustment. And to go to my backhand Eastern grip on my one-hander, slight adjustment. So continental grip might be the way to go when you're returning in doubles. All right, so let's look at the uniturn. He does the same thing here. He's at 3 o'clock when he releases this non-hitting hand. Now, the one thing that's really interesting with Fabio, and I've told you this, that I think he's very, I'm going to get rid of that line. I'll do it one more time. He's very compact. Notice his hand position when he takes the racket back. It never gets above that horizontal line. See that? How it stays below the line? You get some players, you know, that hand will get up here. Notice where his hand is. It stays below that line. So very compact. Doesn't take a huge loop. And he never breaks the plane. I mean, he absolutely stays on the right side of his body. That racket head never gets behind him. And he's able to generate a ton of racket head speed. So there's that unit turn. Here's his trophy pose. Does a nice job with his non-hitting hand, right? For balance. Racket angle is pointing down here. Loads well in the legs. And then there's the racket drop. Let's look at the pull forward as he goes to the ball and tries to find that ball. Remember, he's absorbing in this video, right? Notice how he's loading on that back foot and that foot's coming off the ground. Totally different in this video, right? Because his weight's going forward. He's taking the ball early. So different position there with the feet. Notice too in this video, you know, and this is also interesting when you're returning serve. Notice how his shoulders are more square to the net. Notice in this video he still turns slightly sideways. So he's not using the rotation as much on the return of serve. More compact. Let's look at the contact. So there's the contact point. Pretty interesting here. You can tell how he hit with the bottom edge of his racket because look, notice how the face closed. That happened by accident. It wasn't something he did intentionally. Now look at the video on the right where he's real compact. Notice how the ball's already been sent, and look at the position of his racket head. He's just blocking. He's being a wall here. He's got some good wrist tension. He's being firm so that racket's not turning, and he's redirecting or deflecting in that return position. So big time difference here. And look at the feet. He's not thinking about this, you know, as far as the foot position. This one he absorbs, right? This video here he's absorbing. This video he's taking the ball early. So look at the difference in the feet position there. All right, let's look at the follow through. Big difference on the follow through as well. Look at how he had time to really finish over the shoulder. Notice how the racket's still kind of on. I mean, he hasn't finished as much on that. And once again, it's because it's more compact. Okay, I hope this really helps. I really, really appreciate you watching this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button below. If you really, really like the video, please share it with your friends, families, coaches, players. Make sure to hit that notification bell below as well so you get updates on my newest videos. Thanks so much and enjoy your day.